90.9. Please join me every weekday starting at 9 a.m. for the chance to hear full-length, unabridged opera, ballet, symphonic, and chamber music. I'll share news of local concert events that you may be interested in attending, background information about some of the greatest musical compositions ever written. Tune in weekdays 9 to 10 a.m. and Wednesday from 9 to 10:30.
Ten minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday morning, the 14th day of October, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Scott Micklin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM over the air right here in San Juan County, New Mexico. In Durango, Colorado, we're broadcasting at 103.3 FM. And if you're listening to my voice from anywhere else on the planet, you've gone to our website to do that. KSJE.com, or maybe you're listening to me through the new KSJE app, or you might have asked your smart speaker to play KSJE. But however you got here, we're glad that you are here. Also glad that our viewers are here too. The video of this program is streaming out live to the KSJE Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. Coming up on the program this morning, we are getting our update from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. Jamie Church is here standing by, and she'll be talking about all the upcoming events and other activities of the Farmington Chamber. So stay tuned for that, starting in the next few moments right here on KSJE this morning. Then later on this hour, like we do on Tuesdays, it's our Adopt a Pet Tuesday segment. We'll be checking in with Amber Francisco over at the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter. She'll be sharing with us some of the details about some of the pets available for adoption this week, including Rick. That's the name of the good-looking dog you see on the screen right there, so stay tuned for that coming up later on this hour on KSJE. Next hour, Mick Hess is going to take us roving with the arts, our weekday classical music program, and much, much more. Mick always talks about local arts events, and today he is talking with musician Hoyle Osborne, that gem from Aztec, and Hoyle's got a concert planned coming up this weekend. You'll get the details about that coming up today on Roving with the Arts with Mick Hess at 9:06 on KSJE. There it is, the new KSJE radio app available now. You can find it on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected with KSJE wherever you go. Get access to our podcasts and much, much more. The KSJE radio app. Outside our studios at San Juan College, 56 degrees. It is a partly sunny morning this morning. We're expecting a partly sunny day today. Still maybe a chance of a scattered shower popping up, but getting drier for sure. 71 for a high in Farmington today. It'll be clear tonight with a low of 54, 71 and partly sunny again tomorrow. 56 and sunshine though on Thursday and Friday with overnight lows. Look at that, mid to upper 30s by the end of this week. I'll be back with my guest from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce right after this on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center. The caregivers of San Juan Regional Medical Center are committed to bettering the quality of life, health, and care of individuals, families, and our communities. Life is their sacred trust. Better is their mission. Here is their home. San Juan Regional Medical Center, improving the health of the Four Corners since 1910. KSJE is supported by the River Reach Foundation, hosting their second annual All Ages Fishing Derby on Saturday, October 18th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Veterans Memorial Plaza in Farmington's Berg Park. Prizes will be awarded for the largest fish in several age brackets, and the Animas River will be stocked. This is a free event, but a fishing license is required for all participants between 12 and 70 years old. The River Reach Foundation Fishing Derby on Saturday, October 18th.
Now back to Studio A and the award-winning Scott Micklin Morning Program on KSJE. And my guest this morning, as I mentioned, from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce, Jamie Church is here, of course, for her regular update. Great to see you. Happy fall.
Thank you. Yes, it is fall, isn't
Right,
it?
it feels like it.
It is. Well, that's my favorite season, so I'm excited.
Is it really?
Yeah.
See?
Oh, yeah, it's everybody's favorite season, I think.
There you go. Well, that's true. Things are cooling off. We've got a lot of rain, and so, things are fallish out there.
I mean, a lot of rain.
A lot of rain.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
You know the
And,
saying, when it rains, it pours. They're not kidding about that.
For sure, that's very true. But great to have you here, as always, to talk about some of the things that are coming up with the Chamber. You don't slow down in any season,
No,
it seems
we
to
don't.
me.
No, we don't.
And so, yeah, you got a lot of stuff coming up, right?
But I want to kind of talk about something we just had, and that was our big downtown poker run business
That's
after
right.
hours. And so it was the first annual. We hope
Right.
to do this again every year, and I think it was great. I think it was really successful. We had, I don't know, close 100 people downtown, and we had 14 different chamber members that were all participating. So you went into each place and you got a card, and then we
Right.
gave away a big gift basket at the end of the night to the person who had the best hand. And it was a loose poker run. I mean, it didn't follow all of the poker rules, but I think overall everybody had a great time. And walking around, there were just lots of people going into the different places, and
Nice.
all of the downtown chamber members had fun things going on. And then we ended up at Connect Space, which is the co-working space in downtown,
Right.
and that's where we drew for the winning hand and gave away the prize. So I think it was great, and I think we'll definitely do it
Is this
again
a
next
new
year.
tradition? I was going to ask you. Yeah.
I don't know. It's finding the right day, because there's a lot, as you know, that happens in the fall here,
Right.
and there's a lot of different events. So I asked all for some feedback from
Okay.
the different businesses, but I think overall it was great, and we'll definitely probably do it. Definitely, probably. There
Definitely,
you go.
I like that.
Definitely,
That you're
probably.
very committed, kind of, maybe.
Definitely, probably do it again next year.
Okay, all
But
right.
anyway, so we just had that wrapped that up.
Will we
It was
see like
great.
another marketing opportunity of Chamber of Commerce playing cards or something
I
to use?
did
at
have
a-
playing cards. They were all had our logo on the
Oh,
back.
you did?
Yeah.
See,
Everybody.
that's what I
so
get. Okay.
now, what I'd like to do is maybe expand on that even a little more next year. But it was a lot of fun. So
Okay.
thanks to everybody who participated.
I'm,
And
I'm picturing images of your board of directors as kind of the face cards, like
well,
the
that
Joker
would be
and the
fun,
the
too.
Jack,
Yeah.
Queen, King.
See?
I'm
It
just
was
giving you
fun.
ideas. That's
Yeah,
all.
Thanks for the ideas.
You're welcome.
But it was great. I think everyone had a good time. So
Good.
And then right away, we go into other events, and
Right.
we do have a ribbon cutting coming up for San Juan College, actually, and that is this Friday,
That's right.
I believe. And it is for the new heavy equipment operator program. So this ribbon cutting is at 2 o'clock, or roughly 2 o'clock. There's a open house from 2 to 4. And so this is actually on Hutton Road. So it's at 800 Hutton Road. Which
South
is
Hutton Road.
South Hutton Road.
That's
sorry.
right.
South Hutton.
On the other side of the
South
river,
Hutton,
everybody,
yeah.
I think, is how you
I
get
just shared it on our Facebook page
There
if
you
you're
go.
interested. But this is one of the other campuses of San Juan College.
Right.
And so we've
We have
been
east,
to-
west, and south.
Exactly. And we've been to a ribbon cutting a couple years ago for the fire science program.
Same place, yeah.
But anyway, so that's this Friday.
Okay.
And then
And they've done a lot of remodeling, I think, of that building
Yes.
down there with new classrooms, and that's why I think the college wants to show it off a little bit too, along with this ribbon cutting.
Exactly.
So that's a great
So
partnership
we're
with the
very
chamber.
Excited.
Yeah.
And we just were at another big ribbon cutting last week, I believe it was last week, for the new childbirth center at San Juan Regional.
That's
So
right.
that was another exciting. I know that they have been working on that for a while, so it was fun to finally cut the ribbon. And we didn't cut a red ribbon; we cut a pink and blue ribbon that they had.
Nice.
So that
Well,
was
okay.
fun.
I can see that.
But there was a great attendance on that. We've had a lot of ribbon cuttings, and we have a few more coming up.
Good.
Including we've got the one for the new 7 Brew Coffee, and that's coming up on the 21st.
Okay.
And so that is people have been watching that come up on East Main. So that's on the 21st at 10:30, and you can follow along all of this on our Facebook page. I don't expect people to be trying to jot all this down because
Right.
I can barely remember all of them, but very exciting. And then we have a fun save the date ribbon cutting on our schedule for the new Boundless Journey Adventure Park.
That's right.
And so that's
Phase
coming
1.
up on November 3rd. Yes, phase 1. And so the Redcoats have been invited to cut the ribbon there as well. So that'll be in early November.
Nice.
And that is another exciting one. And if you've been driving on Apache and you've seen the progress of that park, it really is going to be something
Very cool.
special.
Yeah,
Yes.
very
so
cool.
I'm excited to learn more about that. So
Excellent.
that's just some ribbon cuttings. And
Right.
then you've got it up on your screen now. We have our Focus on Farmington coffee for October 24th, and this is going to be at Quilted Corners, which is another downtown business. They're a chamber member. So this will be fun. It's that time of year. You mentioned fall, so it's time
Right.
for cozying up with some quilts and coffee. And so, yeah, that is free. These are always free. It's at 9 a.m. on Friday, October 24th. And Quilted Corners is located down at 224 West Main Street. So we hope people will attend. They have a really beautiful building down there,
Nice.
a historic building. And if you're into quilting, you will love it because they've got all the great quilting fabrics down there.
Right.
So anyway, that's
Very-
happening on Friday, October 24th.
Okay, very cool. Exciting to see that. And then you've got another event coming up too at
Yes.
the end of the month
The end of the month.
that we could talk about as well, right? So
Yes,
that's
we can
another
talk
big
about that
gathering
too, yes.
of the chamber. Let me go the other way.
Yep, and
That
that is, we did this last year. We did a event at Triple J Ranch, and so we're doing it again this year. It's called Connect Around the Campfire. It is going to be on Thursday, October 30th, which is the night before Halloween, of course.
Right.
And so it's just going to be a fun time to connect. It's not really a business after hours. It's just mostly a fun time to come out to Triple J, to sit around the campfire, to tour the property, maybe play a game of pool in the saloon, see the beautiful spot out there.
It's
And
really
we'll-
unique, really
it
really
is.
cool.
And
Yeah.
we'll have some things for s'mores. There will be some food out there. And so Triple J Ranch is just about 10 minutes west of Farmington. And if you've not been out to Triple J, it is just a beautiful property.
Yeah.
And so this is just a fun night. It's not really anything, we don't have an agenda, or it's not a business after hours necessarily. We're not going to be charging people to get in. It's just come out and enjoy and connect with people. And
Okay.
we might be, I know Ryan Woodard is coming out to play live music. There will be food. We're going to encourage people, if they want to dress up in costume. We might have a prize for the best Halloween costume. We're
Okay.
still getting it
Okay.
all together, but
It's evolving.
it's evolving.
This event is
It
evolving.
Well, and I didn't want to say too much about it until we got through the poker run, because I didn't want people getting confused about what
Right.
we were doing, because
Sure.
we do have a lot that goes on with
Yeah.
the chamber.
Right.
So this is going to be just another fun event for people to come to, and so
Nice.
yes.
But a nice way, and if you've always been curious about seeing the spot, or if you want to go back to check it out again, it's a great
Mm-hmm. Right.
time to be able to check
It
it out in the
is.
fall, because it's beautiful in any
Beautiful.
season, I would say, almost. So a great opportunity to check it out. And it's only, as you said, 10 minutes
10 minutes.
west of Farmington, which
And
some
we-
people think is a long ways, but
I
it's
know,
really
it's
not.
really not, actually. And so last year we did this, and I believe we did it in October last year too. But the owner and operator of this, Susan Furry, has been my friend. I had her on the radio on this
That's
program.
right, you brought her with you.
So
Yeah.
we have been friends since second grade, actually. So
She hasn't shared any stories. She promised that she would share
There are
some
no
Jamie
stories.
Church stories from second grade, and I haven't heard of one.
I'm a very boring person. There's not very many stories
Not
about
the second
me.
grade Jamie Church, I don't think. Maybe
Second
today.
grade. Yeah, second grade Jamie Church. But anyway, so that's coming up, and again, this is a great one to bring a friend to, because again, there's not an agenda. There's not going to
Right.
be like a pay $5 at the door to get in. Last year, we were getting can openers to get in for free, because there had been a ton of flooding in Tennessee in that area, and they needed can openers.
That's
And
right. I remember
must
you'd
have
reached out
shipped-
to your chamber colleagues, I think, to
did, and
find
we
out what
must
they
have
needed.
shipped 4 different shipments of baby wipes, can openers.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, we shipped a lot.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was what was going on last year.
Right.
And but it was just a really fun time, and so again, just to bring friends who have never been to a chamber event that you think might be, enjoy it, but this
Yeah.
will be really fun. So that's coming up as well.
Very cool. There you go. Triple J
And-
Ranch in the Kirtland area, and again, it's a great place to go check out.
Yeah.
And really unique. The buildings are really unique. They've done such a great job with them, and
yeah.
I mean, as an event space and everything else, it's a really great spot.
So yeah, we hope you will come to that. So
Okay.
And then we have a number of other things, business builder workshops. I know there's one coming
Mm-hmm.
up on taxes with Steve Oldfield, and that's coming up next month. And
Okay.
so again, these business builder workshops are always free, and we coordinate with the SBDC, so the
Small
Small
Business-
Business Development Center,
Right.
we put on these workshops, and so they are usually from about 11:30 to 1. They're free, and they are always a topic of interest to our chamber members. So again, the November one that's coming up is on taxes, and I'm
Okay.
going to try to see if I can find out when it is.
Okay. And these are
But,
free for chamber members or free to
for
anyone?
anybody. So
Okay.
we do ask that you register through the SBDC. There's always a link, and that's so that they can track, and just know how many people are coming.
Sure.
But there's information about that on our Facebook page as well. And so we had one last month. I believe it was last month, September, Georgia Allen did one on, getting your social media marketing ready before the holiday season.
Oh,
a
smart.
lot of times you are thinking, oh gosh, Small Business Saturday is tomorrow. I should do a post.
Maybe I should do a post.
Maybe I should do a post. So she did
Yeah.
a great thing on just getting ready,
Uh-huh.
beating the rush, getting ready for it. So that was just great information about, these things are coming. These,
Right.
all the holiday season. Well, the holiday season, let's face it, is here. Because really with Halloween has now become the second largest as far as sales in holidays,
Interesting.
just next to Christmas
Really?
is Halloween. Yep.
Okay.
Halloween, between the decorations, the costumes, the candy, the parties, it is now second to Christmas.
Okay.
So we are in the holiday shopping
Yeah, I
season,
guess so.
whether you like it or not.
Right.
We're
We
there.
are.
But anyway, so she had a really good presentation on that. But we always just try to have topics that are relevant. And taxes, as much as they give me stress, they are something that are necessary. So
Good to know the
that-
ins and outs of those.
yeah,
And
well,
ask questions
especially-
too, I guess,
mhm.
right? If you've got
And
questions.
these are your small business taxes. So
Right.
that's what that information is. And then we head right into our fall season, and we will have the very popular Business After Hours for JA Jewelers, and that is a coat drive, and that will be in November. We're still working out the date,
Okay.
but I think it's the 14th of November. So that will be going on. So start buying your coats now for
Right.
kids. Yeah.
Right, when you're out holiday shopping, apparently, because
Holiday
we're in the
shopping.
holiday shopping
That's
season,
right.
as you just told us.
That's
But
right.
folks can do that, and if you buy one, why not buy two? And then you can
Exactly.
have a couple to
Donate.
donate or give one, keep one, and donate one. So,
Speaking of donations, in our most recent Chamber e-newsletter, the last two, we had done a ribbon cutting for the Apache Elementary Community School Family Resource Room.
Okay.
I got that right.
Nice.
Which was very interesting. It is a separate little building it's just behind the elementary school.
Okay,
It's located on
Apache.
the property. And it's
Uh-huh.
not the only community school in the district. I think Tibbetts has one, and there's several others. But it is really a model of helping families. So it's not just the students going to school every day. It's actually helping the families. So kind of a holistic approach, so that knowing that kids are getting all the things that they need to help them be successful. So we're talking clothes,
okay.
food, other resources. And so when we did the article on the ribbon cutting, I reached out about what kind of donations would they need for their family resource room.
Right.
Underwear is on their list right now for
For
kids.
kids. Okay.
Yes. So last year it was socks. They did a sock drive last year. This year, underwear, and for obviously both boys and girls, and from all those elementary sizes, as
Yeah.
well as jeans and shoes, and also food, shelf-stable food, so canned goods, pastas, things like that.
Okay.
And they're also trying to create a birthday gift closet. So they need things like cake mixes, gift
nice.
bags, tissue paper, maybe maybe a new gift or two. So really, it's just about helping to support the entire family, because some families, many families, are struggling, and so hygiene products, that was something else that
Right.
needed to be donated, so that they have these resources, and if they need them, so that kids can go to school and learn and spend their day learning, and know that some of these needs are being met for the family. So anyway, it was a really interesting ribbon cutting, and it is
Yeah.
a program that we sat in on a presentation, and I really learned a lot about, what families are needing. And this is all about helping kids be successful
Sure.
in school.
Nice.
So if
Okay.
you want to donate something, you can take them right to the office, the main office at Apache Elementary, and you can drop off your donations there. So
Okay.
if you're out shopping, here we are again, and you want to pick up a few extra jars of peanut butter or
Yeah.
pasta or soups or things like that, or gift bags or underwear or socks, any of those things, and then you can drop them off there, and then those will go in the closet, and they
Okay.
can use those. So
Good to know.
yeah,
And I
know.
guess
I
too,
didn't know.
Yeah, and if you have a neighborhood school and you want to see if they have one, a community resource room as well, you can check with the school and see.
That's right.
And spread it around a little bit too, or come to Apache, whichever one.
Well, and we are doing the Professional Women's Summit, which is happening in less than a month, which isn't
Well, it's another thing you're working on.
I'm working on.
Yeah.
So we're working, again, we are collaborating with the San Juan United Way, and we're doing a hygiene drive again. Because we
Nice.
did this last year, and it was really, really successful, and we collected a huge amount of hygiene items. And so we have a graphic I'm going to be sharing a lot more later this week. And so if you are attending the Women's Summit and you want to bring in a bag of these items, and we will have a list of what those are, then you get an extra ticket to win the jewelry that JA Jewelers is very nicely donating for us to give away at the end of the day, which is what they did last year.
Right.
But again, this is just so that they give these items to the schools and to the different programs in town that need them. So kids coming in, because I don't know if you remember being in school, but kids can...
Been a long time, but I'm trying to remember,
kids
yes.
can kind of latch on to those things that other kids might be struggling with. And so,
sure.
yeah. And so it's just a way for kids to be able to go to get the things they need.
Yeah.
Because again, prices don't go down on things.
No,
Typically
true.
things go up in price. And this is just a great way to do these... collect these items, and then they get to the people who need them. And
Right.
so, yeah.
Well, and schools are a great place because they see these kids and
Yes.
they know maybe what certain kids need.
Exactly.
And try to do it in a non-embarrassing way and what have you. And so
Right.
it's a great way to have these things kind of ready to go
Right.
if there's a need in the school or with
And
a
we
kid
had-
in the school.
Exactly. And we had known this last year. The United Way had done some presentations on this, and we knew this was a need in the high schools. I think what surprised me is this is actually within the elementary schools, too.
Right.
That they're getting these donations
Sure.
of things so that there are resources for families so that they can, and it could just be a very short-term situation that families find themselves in, and this could just be of great benefit to them during that time. So again, if you wouldn't, want more information, you can reach out to Apache Elementary or Farmington Municipal Schools, or call us at the chamber, and I can send you that list of things that are needed. So,
Right. Sounds great.
Yeah. So
Another
that's
great
what's going on.
partnership, again, in the community, which is why we live here and why we love living here, because
That's
we're
right.
always looking out for each other and, trying to help everybody, I
Right.
think, and,
Right.
even the most neediest among us. If we can do a little hand out, hand up.
Right.
That's
And
always
that's,
good.
connecting commerce to community. That's our mission.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously kids and what families and schools. And there's also a fun event coming up that this is not my event, but we are going to be supporting it. The Farmington Chambers, and it's a kids business day, and it's November 8th, and I believe it's out at McGee Park, and it's kids that are going to they have their businesses. And so
Really?
it's like a business circle. I know. and
Okay.
I know. So I saw it on
Yeah.
Facebook, and I reached out and said, hey, this is something the chamber would really love to get behind.
Of
How
course,
can
yeah.
we support it?
Right.
And so we are, one of the things they needed were little gift bags for the kids for prizes.
Okay.
So I'm getting gift cards from some of our various chamber members. I got some great gift cards from Aspen Leaf Frozen Yogurt. Thanks, shout out to them for
There you
dropping those
go.
off.
Right.
But we are going to be helping with that, and then I'm going to go out and walk around that day and visit with the kids, and I thought it would be fun to even do little ribbon cuttings for them. But this is a really neat project that's going on, and I wasn't even aware of it. But these kids create their own business model, and they do a pitch contest. And this
Okay.
is for I think 8th grade and younger, or elementary school. And it's a kids business expo. So I think that's something fun, and we're
Yeah.
going to try to get involved with that. And again, I'm going to try to share more about that on our Facebook page, so people that want to get involved. And I think
Sure.
that's what we're all about at the chamber, is helping entrepreneurs, entrepreneurship. And I feel like I'm just rambling on, but we have a
You're
new...
not rambling because you're sharing important information.
Well, and as I say
so,
something else pops into my head.
That's okay.
We
Yeah,
now
right.
have a new young entrepreneur chamber membership level. We
I
just
saw that.
started this.
Right, I did see that
Yeah.
with your first member, I think,
Yes,
too.
Carson
Right.
Stark with Bluffs Farm, and
Right.
he has a farm stand, and it's been very successful. And so we started this with Carson. I was talking to him at the growers market, and I thought, this is a great idea. So it's like half of what our normal small business membership would be. So for a small business, it's usually $200 to join the chamber, but our young entrepreneur membership is half that. It's $100, but you get all of the benefits. You get a ribbon cutting, you get put in our online membership directory, we share stuff on Facebook, all the things. But this is for any entrepreneur or that's starting a business, and if you're 25 years and younger, then that's that young entrepreneurship.
Right.
But again, all of those benefits, you can come to these workshops, you can do all the networking, all the things, and then hopefully build that business and make those connections and then scale and grow. So anyway, that just started last month.
Very cool.
And
Very
we
cool.
have our first member,
Okay.
Carson.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Right.
congratulations.
You haven't had a ribbon cutting yet, though, right? You
Not
can do that
yet,
in the
and I
spring,
do.
maybe, the next
I have
growing
got
season?
to get out there because they're at the end of the growing season,
Yeah.
and so we may try to squeeze one in here by the
Okay.
end because now the temperatures are starting to get cold, and so I don't know, but I need to reach out to Carson to see if he wants to try to schedule something
Gotcha, okay.
real quick here at the end of the year. He's just been so busy. It's
Yeah.
hard when you're watering and picking
Sure.
produce and selling produce and getting produce to the Saturday growers market. It's he's been super busy. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's really exciting to have this membership. And we welcome any young entrepreneurs that want to take part
Under
in that.
25.
Yeah,
So
25 years and younger
Okay.
is the
That's the
yes,
qualifications, I guess.
That is the qualifications.
Okay.
And I think it's kind of exciting to help support
Sure.
entrepreneurs,
I think
young
that's great.
entrepreneurs. So.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So, nice.
So then that's going on. My
Right.
goodness, what else?
Yeah.
What else
Well,
is going on?
It's a lot.
It is a lot. And we do have the Women's Summit, which we mentioned, which is
Right.
sold out. However, the Speed Networking Night, which is November 5th,
Okay.
we are still selling tickets for that. So
Okay.
that's going to go, we're going to really start promoting that in tomorrow's e-newsletter. So if you're interested in attending the Speed Networking VIP reception, you can buy a ticket for that, and it's $50. But the Speed Networking lasts about an hour, and you don't have to be a chamber member to
Okay,
do this.
open to anybody.
This is open to anybody. So you can get a ticket. You show up. We have big tables, and you sit at a table with about 8 people, and you have approximately 10 minutes to speed network. And in that 10 minutes, you're supposed to kind of do your little tagline or 1 minute
Your elevator speech.
Yes,
Yeah,
this is
right.
good practice on an
Definitely.
elevator speech. And then you exchange business cards, and then I ring a little bell, and then you go to another table. So you're really getting a great networking time with about 100 to 150 people, okay?
Yeah.
So it's a really good opportunity to network. And then we go right into our VIP reception. We have live music. The Zia Chicks will be there doing live music. We have food from Clancy's. We have a cash bar. And this is a great time to meet, for us to thank our sponsors of the Women's Summit. We try to get some of our speakers at this VIP reception. So again, really fun kickoff to the Women's Summit, and it is open to anybody.
Nice.
If you bought a ticket to the Women's Summit, it's included in your ticket, but this is a way for people, to come to the
Since
the
it's sold out,
networking.
you can still be
Yeah,
a part
exactly.
of it anyway. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Good.
that will go out. We're going to start sharing information on that here this week.
Okay.
And then that pretty much brings us to the end of the year.
Oh, wow. Well, we're rambling towards it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Here we go. But
And
yeah.
I'll give a shout out as well to YPN, which is the Young Professionals Network. I just saw that they're getting ready to start getting parade entries. So
Christmas
in the past,
parade,
the
right.
Christmas parade. So the Christmas parade is still going to be the first Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And the Chamber of Commerce, the Farmington Chamber, is no longer the organization that is organizing the parade, but YPN, or Young Professionals Network, is the organization that has taken that on. So they are, I just saw, starting to put information out and taking parade entries.
Okay.
So
That would be December 4th.
that would be December 4th, and so we will be sharing that in our newsletter as well.
Nice.
So if you want information about the parade, you really can get it through their social media page, but of course, if you call the Farmington Chamber, we're happy to send the
Yeah,
information to
sure.
you. Because
Okay.
that is a very popular parade, and already we've been getting calls at the Chamber about
Right.
the parade and sending them there to the YPN's site.
Okay.
But
Well, they did a great job last year.
yeah,
The
they
parade
did a
was
great job, that's right.
And looking forward to it again
Yeah.
this year. So, exciting.
Yeah, you did the live broadcast,
We
right?
did, yeah, of course. Yeah.
And so it is a very popular
It snowed on
event.
Main Street. It was
I
awesome.
know.
It was awesome.
Snow on Main Street. It's
Right.
awesome. So we're happy to help share that information. And they did, like you mentioned, they did a great job with the parade last year.
Yeah.
So it's coming up here though. So,
That's true.
Anyway.
But there's
yeah.
a lot of moving parts, and
Yeah.
they've got a lot of good people that are helping to make it happen. So we're glad to see their efforts and support them. So
Yeah.
very cool. Well, that's a lot.
I don't even
That's
know
a
if I
lot.
have any more time. I've been just
We're just about out of
rambling on and
time.
on
We're just
here.
about out of time, but that's
Okay.
all right because we'll just remind folks about your other events that are coming up, like your Focus on Farmington Coffee event, which is going to be on the 24th, as I squeak my chair, 24th next week.
If you have never been to a Focus on Farmington Coffee, you should come because there really is, again, no agenda.
Right.
All I do is really thank the person who hosted in this Summerville Quilted Corners.
Yep.
This really is about connecting and finding out more about what's going on in the community, and everybody is welcome to attend these.
Right.
So if you've never even been downtown Farmington, which would be hard for me to believe, but I mean, if you've not been down to Quilted Corners, it's a great opportunity for you to visit a business maybe you've never visited, but also you're going to connect with a bunch of people and find out what's going on. And sometimes I do a little like, okay, what's happening in the community? But honestly, that I've almost stopped doing that because there's so much happening in
Right.
the community. There's so many good things happening. We're coming into craft show season. We're coming into the holiday season. We've got Halloween here in a few weeks. We've got our event happening at Triple J. There's just a lot of great things happening. So the coffee is a wonderful way for new people in the community to come to something and find out a lot about our community and what we have going on. So
Very true.
If you've never been, you should come.
That's true. And bring a friend.
And bring a
Or
friend.
2 or 5.
And they're free.
Yeah.
And we always serve coffee, and then, so it's just a great event. And
Yeah.
then if you want to know more about Seven Brew, which is also coffee, you can come to their ribbon cutting.
That's true.
On the 21st.
Right. Very true.
I think
So
they'll have samples, so.
they might. So that's exciting. And then the other event will
Yes.
be the week after,
Yep.
actually, on the 30th, right? The day before
30th.
Halloween.
That's right, day before Halloween, out at Triple J Ranch from 5:30 to 8. And again, this is just a connect around the campfire. There's no cost to get in, and I will bring all the s'more supplies, and so it'll be a lot of fun. Live
Nice.
music by Ryan Woodard, some food, and it's just a beautiful spot out there. So,
There you go. And a
Okay.
bonfire. So
Yeah.
wonderful.
all right.
Jamie Church, thank you for coming in. Always
Yes.
great to catch up with
Thank
you.
you.
And
Thanks.
try to keep track of everything you're involved with, but it's a lot. But you've got a very
lot.
talented staff and group to help. I know too. It's not all you, although
No.
you are the dynamo that keeps it going.
Well, we do have a great staff. We also have a great board of directors, and so we couldn't get it all done without our board of directors. I do want to quickly mention we do collaborate very closely with Four Corners Economic Development, and they're getting ready for their EDGE Awards, which
That's
are going
right.
to be in November, and they are asking for submissions, nominations of businesses for the EDGE Awards.
Right.
So if you want to know more about how you can nominate a business or submit your business for that, you can go to their website, which is the letter 4
Corners
at
ED.
Yes,
.com.
.com. Thank
Yep.
you. And again, we collaborate very closely with them. I know that they're looking for businesses and
Right.
nominations, so you can contact them if you'd like more information on that. But the EDGE Awards are another wonderful way to recognize our business community. So,
Exactly. And these
there
are
you go.
businesses from throughout San Juan County
Yes,
that are eligible
throughout
for these
San Juan County, not
EDGE
just
Awards.
Farmington.
Right.
Because we're also getting ready to put out our request for nominations for our business and citizen and nonprofit of the year. So those will be going out as well here pretty soon, asking for those submissions. So it's that time of year.
Okay.
All the things.
There you go. As we say, stay tuned.
Yes, stay
everybody.
tuned.
So very good. Jamie, thanks so much.
Thanks for
we'll
having
see
me.
you in a month.
Yeah, see you in a month.
Okay.
All right.
That's Jamie Church from the Farmington Chamber of Commerce. My guest this morning right here on KSJE.
In immigration cases, high-tech gadgets are